For the last few years, I've been making work that is broadly based on my relationship with my three sisters growing up. And this show in particular is actually really focusing on our relationship kind of more in our childhood. The work has one foot based in reality, but it's definitely kind of exploring nostalgia and exploring something like missing something that maybe wasn't even ever there. I've inherited this folder of home videos. The bodywork in this show in particular is based off this one scene of my sisters and I in our garden. So it was really interesting to focus on this one scene of these four girls, sisters, but young girls. I'm really interested in taking the information away and really reducing it to minimal amount of information in the painting and seeing what then becomes the focus. It's amazing how much possibility there is in that. And I really am interested in the fact that they're based off these moments, but then you take away, through the process of painting, reducing the scene to these blocks of color. It's not just what you're looking at in terms of the scene, but it's also completely about the sort of abstract shapes and kind of the tension physically in the painting between how the paint is applied. I try to look at the figures as abstract shapes and really simplifying it and cropping in and taking away the face. You know, a lot of the figures in the work are often looking away or looking down or from behind. It puts the focus on the relationship between the colors at the same time as the relationship between the figures, for example. With this body of work, I really wanted to challenge myself to physically approach the paintings in a much lighter way. I didn't want there to be a lot of layers. I wanted there to be this sort of airiness. And I think it's been a point of departure in the work. Without me planning it, I've made these works very dreamlike, I think, physically in the way that they've been created. And I think that completely relates to the subject matter and the fact that these works are based off these very hazy memories that maybe if I didn't have the home videos to look back at wouldn't exist anymore, and maybe I wouldn't remember that. It's a weird thing to remember something through watching a video. I think if I'm totally honest, I really want to make objects out of this source material, and I want to sort of just, solidify it. Obviously, while at the same time creating something new out of them that maybe is completely mythologized.